Alright, so Batman has encountered a large group of people coming through that doorway, and he needs to take them down. This is actually a difficult fight. You got a guy with a baton, I think you got a guy with knives down there, and it's not going to be easy. I try and just go past him, but no dice. I'm going to have to fight him. And I think there's about eight or nine guys. So I'm just trying to jump around and get a better position, because I thought I could sneak behind them or something, but that didn't work out. So now I'm just trying to get away from them and pull them towards me in an open area. And now I start my combos. A little bit of a rough start, but I get it eventually. Counter into counter into counter. It gets pretty hairy when there's this many people. So you're going to be throwing that counter button a lot. There we go, and that's our old friend, the automatic takedown. Very useful. I almost recommend... Oh, good. I got the guy with the baton with my automatic takedown, and he is out of the game now. There we go, another automatic takedown. You see how it's useful? I've taken out most of my enemies using that, because I don't have time for a ground pound. Or ground takedown, or whatever you want to call it. Another person has the baton, so I use my automatic takedown to take him out again. Now I can start doing some ground takedowns, and that is it. Throw a counter in there, and this guy's out. And now I can go through the door. The correct door. Remember those plants. Don't try and run past them.
There was a sniper up on the roof. He got there somehow. I'll find a way.
This is probably the easiest time I've ever had avoiding a sniper in my life. Right away, I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with that stupid plant. I'm just going to grapple up here. So I grapple to the lower level, and then I grapple again to the roof. And what you do is you use your line launcher to go from this point all the way over to that guy. And right away I get 2 points, so I'm like, okay, this is easy. And I just line launch over there, silent land behind him, take him down. Obviously, you can see there's 3 teeth around there, so if you're collecting those at this point, grab them. Otherwise, you can check out our full-length video showing how to get all the Joker teeth, all the Riddler trophies, etc. All the collectibles pretty much in the game. This area is a little confusing. I usually use my bat vision when I'm exploring it. But I accidentally grab a Riddler trophy, which it's not really that hard to find. I was just trying to save them all for the walkthrough. But you can get this one right there. Now, you don't need to go over here at all. I'm actually in the wrong spot. I need to pull this grate off and climb through it. I'm just kind of looking around, trying to remember which way to go. Batman Arkham Asylum does have a few platforming elements, and this is kind of one of them. Like, it's more of an exploration puzzle than a platformer, but, you know, you pull off the grate here and go through it. I'm apparently standing staring at the wall for some reason, clearly contemplating my decision to go through this vent. And I decide to go with it. And there's Ivy's plants going crazy as always. But I'm Batman, so I don't care about that sort of thing. And we see some armed guards coming up, which to me says we're going to be having another one of those missions where you got to kind of stay hidden and take people out silently. Yep. This one, they throw an interesting twist into the mix.
Are they ready? Have you planted the explosives yet?
I'll be honest with you, I did not do this my first time. There's explosives on all the gargoyles now, meaning you have pretty much no cover. The trick is use your line launcher to get out of there. You pretty much can't grapple to any rooftop. So what you want to do is use that line launcher to get from one point to the other, because every time you take out a guard, you can get out of there. Now, what I did to do this the first time is I'd take out this guy, throw down explosive gel, and then take out anybody near him. See, I got him. I don't have time to throw down the gel, so I'm like, I need to get the hell out of here because they're all running over there already. So I just used my line launcher, and now I can set up some other traps. Looks like we got a straggler here. Take him out, and now I can use my explosive bat gel trick. See, his collar is going to go off. They're going to notice that he's gone and come check things out. And I'm not going to be there, but I will have my detonator ready.
No one here. Damn it! Are you guys okay? You're not feeling the pressure as he takes you out one by one.
Okay, he walks right by the dead body. I'm confused, so
Get over here, everyone!
I just wait. Okay, now they see him. For some reason, that first guy didn't see him, but these guys do.
Come on,
And they're all going over there to check out what happened. And I'm kind of waiting until as many are over there as possible. And I get all three of them. But there's somebody watching, so I have to take him out before I go anywhere else. And I lose the other three takedowns and have to use my line launcher to get the hell out of there in the nick of time. There, see? Had I like back grappled to something or something else, I would not have gotten out of there and they would have just nuked me down with their guns. Luckily, I got out of there in the nick of time and they don't know where I went. Do not grapple to the gargoyles. You will instantly lose.
I told you to stop the bat. It's important. He's dangerous.
Again, especially on the harder modes, the best piece of advice I can give you is patience. Be patient. Wait for them to screw up and go to the wrong spot. At this point, I realize the line launcher is an asset, so I start using it a lot more. Now, if you go through the grate there to take cover, make sure you get underneath here, because there was one time I went underneath the grate, and they could still see me. And they shot me to death underneath the grate. So head back up to the roof. This guy stays near the Joker thing for a long time, so I'm kind of waiting for him to move, but he never does. So I decide to give up on him and take out some of the other enemies. After you take down everybody, that guy will go away. So just stay the heck away from him for right now. Get him later. Then I see an opportunity here. This guy's pretty segregated from his group. So I hop down, do a silent takedown, and take him out. Look for stragglers. Every time you see a straggler, take him out. Every chance you get. Now his collar is going to go off, so get out of there. You know, lay your little trap. You can do bad explosive gel or whatever you want, and be ready for them to investigate the scene. Yeah, go take a look. I'm sure there's no explosives laid on him. See, he's coming out of his spot now, and he's freaked out. Got this guy. I jump down. Take him out. There's only one left.
What the hell are you?
I love it when they get freaked out. I actually jump. I jump in the wrong spot, but I still get him. And I think he peed his pants a little bit. Oh, and I'm Batman. Dramatic shots there with a camera. Now I gotta go disarm this Joker thing up here. So I back grapple back up. Remember, he was standing there in front of it. It's so you don't just go over there, disarm it, and, you know, continue the level. They want you to take out all the guys first. Remember, just take your time with the sequencer. Move the left stick until you feel it's at the peak of its frequency, and then move the right stick until it turns green, and you'll take most of these out pretty easy. If you start doing them both at the same time, though, it is rather difficult. So maybe if you've been doing that, stop it, and it might help you get past those puzzles, I guess you want to call them. Now I go through the doorway, and some strange stuff is going to start happening again. Remember, we're headed to Killer Croc's lair, but not before... Uh-oh. What happened? What's going on? Did the game reset? I don't know. I actually love this sequence. I almost feel bad spoiling it for you here. I hope you're freaking out, but you know what? I'm not even going to talk. Just enjoy it. Do not reset your console. I almost did. Oh, you're the Joker following Batman now. What a twist! Again, just like in the beginning of the game, all you need to do is walk forward and follow the inmates. You got Zaz there, you got Harley, looking good in her new costume. I'm a pervert. And the Joker walking along with them. Batman struggling to get free. It's a cool sequence. And I like how they did it. It really breaks the fourth wall. A lot of people have been using that term lately, the fourth wall. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, I really like this sequence. Oh, it's Scarecrow. I know what's happening now.
You should feel sorry for him. He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane. What is going on inside your head, Wayne? He's gone. Just a twisted shell of a man.
Cut me free!
He's all yours, Joker.
I don't think I've ever heard Kevin Conroy yell like that as Batman. But, well done. Good voice work.
Let's start the party with a bang.
Okay, so you're not dead, but read this screen. Like, before you hit anything, use the middle stick to avoid the gunfire. Like, just little touches like that that they put in for that sequence is great. And now we enter the final version of Scarecrow, who we're taking on. You can see Batman's being tormented in the cells. God, this game looks so freaking good. I played through it 4 times, and I still like it every time. I love the combo system. I love the stealth missions, even though I'm not very good at them, admittedly. But I can't wait for the next Batman. So anyway, right here, just use your line launcher to get across, and take your time, time it out, and there you go. You know, wait till it's away so you don't get knocked down or anything. And now the Scarecrow notices you're there, so you need to avoid his gaze as you have before. I will admit this took me a few tries, so it might look a little choppy here, but I did my best to cover up the fact that I suck at this portion. So avoiding his gaze, run through here, and we're going to enter a mini combat area. Now it's just like the skeletons as from before, but, you know, stay out of his gaze is all I was going to say. When the lightning flashes, you might notice that Batman actually becomes the Scarecrow. This is, I don't know. These Scarecrow sequences are a little frustrating because they're all stealth and no little combat. But touches like that make it cool. And you got the puppet villain. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But anyway, it's cool to see him in the game.
Like many of us, I thought he was crazy. When he outlined his vision of a hospital dedicated to ensuring it.
Yeah, if you can remember his name, leave it in the comments. And I'll feel dumb because I forgot it. He's a really cool character.
Razor cut a new smile onto my face. I decided he had a situated in a small island in Gotham Bay.
Jigsaw? Is it Jigsaw? No. That's Punisher. Not even the right publisher.
A classic case of split personality, if I ever saw one, have cemented our reputation as a pioneering slaughterhouse.
Take your time here. Just wait until his gaze is to the left, and then book it.
Our new patients ward is manned by Waylon Jones.
I keep thinking I can go for it, but I don't, which is smart. Don't do that.
Empty beds in all his wards.
Okay, this is easy. This thing starts moving, and you just need to run with it. I missed the first run, but I just wait for it to come back, and when it does, then I go for it. You can start walking as this thing moves forward, but it will go faster than you, so eventually you will have to run with it. Here I start walking, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll tap A a little bit, and then I just go full-out sprint. And I make a mistake here, so I flash to where I'm trying again. And this is where I keep making the mistake on these things. So you run and jump, and it falls down. I barely make it, by the way.
Is your mind playing tricks on you?
Now wait until his gaze goes to the left, and then go for it. But it has to be like while it's on you, because he has to shoot it, it has to grapple, and then pull him up. And here, again, just wait for your timing. It's a little strange because he looks way to the right. And you've got to make it by the time he looks back at you.
I think you need a little more. Tell me what needs to happen to it. Shall we see?
So Batman takes another hit of Scarecrow juice.
Are you enjoying the extra?
And this time it's all combat. He's going to give us 3 separate waves of enemy skeletons to take on, and all you do is punch them in the face till they're dead. Or disintegrated. I guess they're already dead, so you can't really kill them. Ah, auto takedown, my old friend. And I actually have a really good combo here, damn. Yeah, so I missed the last guy, that sucks. But anyway, that was a pretty good combo, and by now I'm sure you've become pretty familiar with the combat system. So I'm sure you did just fine.
Fighting back. Good. It can only weaken your resolve.
Okay, so we got a big guy, and you know they growl, and he runs at the wall and kills himself. So that was pretty easy. You don't even have to do anything. You pretty much just wait and throw a batarang at him. And now this is a challenge. We actually have a few guys with one of the bigger guys. But if you took out Bane by this point, I'm sure you're fine. Let's wait for him to make the loud, very apparent growl noise and double tap left trigger to throw your batarang, and he'll kill himself. So he's out of the fight now. And all you got to do is take out these skeletons. Counter coming up. I miss it, but I just start right into another combo. Miss another link. Sometimes Batman will just spin around in a circle instead of the direction you push. I don't know why that happens. And that's it. Scarecrow is taken out, and we get to watch a pretty cool cutscene here where he pays for dosing Batman with his Scarecrow vision, needle hand stuff. Yeah, take that, Scarecrow.
ingested enough toxins to drive 10 men insane. What are you?
I'm Batman.
Batman. You're as crazy
I hope for
as
I hope after Kevin Conroy stops doing the voice, some guy with a super growly voice just does everything. You know, maybe they can get Christian Bale to do all the games. Ooh, I got an upgrade. Let's see what we got. Okay, I got a combo batarang I can get now, and ×2 combo strikes, which means I get twice the power, which means guys are taken out faster, and I decided to go with that. Because who doesn't like knocking a guy out 10 seconds faster with a punch to the face? At this point, though, you don't really need to pick that. It's just think about what's going to help you the most in the combat scenarios. What are your weakest areas? What do you want to use? You know, that combo batarang, it just means you can throw a batarang in a fight and it will knock down most enemies as soon as it hits them. Gives you a chance for a ground takedown, but you know, you don't always get those. So now you need to make your way down, which means walk forward a little bit and just don't press anything. And Batman will fall all the way to the bottom. Hit detective mode to see where the bad guys are, and as I've said since the beginning, if you see bad guys, that probably means you're on the right track. One has a gun, so take him out first, unless you want to die. Most people don't, so. I'm like, oh, hey guy with a gun, how about a back grapple? And how about I kick the crap out of you? That sounds fun to me. Oh, there's a guy with knives up here too, so I'll take him out immediately. And then insta take down one of these guys, I hope. Nope, I don't even need to use it. That's how much they suck. Good job, henchman. Just need to use my sequencer to open up the thing so I can follow the Scarecrow into Killer Croc's lair. Open the elevator shaft. That's what this will do. This will open the elevator shaft to clarify. Little cutscene here showing, oh, okay, our path's now open. So let's follow this Scarecrow and make him pay for dosing us repeatedly with fear toxin. Speaking of that puppet, I'm pretty sure his name is Jigsaw. But Jigsaw is also the name of a character in The Punisher who... He's not one of my favorite characters ever.
Let him walk around this place.
He's here!
Okay, remember what I mentioned before about people going for guns? Take them out. They are most valuable targets. They are the first people you want to go for. So if you hear that noise or see somebody going for it, make them pay. Even if they get it open, the rest of your match is going to be very difficult. Use an auto takedown here. That would very much break your arm if you twisted it around twice. I don't think he'll be putting on any clown makeup anytime soon. And that's it. We're through here. So now we just need to make our way towards Killer Croc's lair. And I guess that's the meat they've been feeding him. Ooh. Head your way up these stairs through the office building. There's a tape back there, I think, or a secrets map. I don't remember which. Yeah, it looks like a secrets map. I'll be showing you how to get all the secret maps later on, and they help immensely for getting all the hidden stuff. There's another interview tape you could have grabbed. So later, so if you've been picking up stuff throughout the game, don't worry about that. That's perfectly all right, because I'm going to show you how to get all the secret maps first, which will show which secrets you actually need to pick up or have found or haven't found yet. So if you've been scanning stuff, once you get those secret maps, they just won't show up on your map. So you'll be like, oh, okay, I don't even need to get this.
One step closer, and this goes into the water. The cave will fill with
Batman has a little encounter with the Scarecrow here.
Nightmares, and you will never reach your precious venom roots.
Don't do it, Crane.
He doesn't do it. Somebody eats him. I'm gonna assume he eats him. I hope. Okay, so Killer Croc has taken care of Scarecrow for us for the rest of the game. And now we just need to use our line launcher to check out these sewers a little bit. Remember, Poison Ivy said that we can make an antidote based on the plant that is in Killer Croc's lair. So I check out my old buddy, the map, to see where I'm going. There's actually a lot of stuff down here that you can grab, like the question marks for the Riddler puzzles and whatnot. But we got a cutscene here where Batman's explaining
spores Ivy spoke about. He's in some kind of old sewer network.
Exactly what he's saying right
the
now.
Schematics. It's like a maze down here.
There's nothing on record. Bruce, are you sure about this? Sounds like a suicide mission.
I've got no choice. I've tuned the scanner to detect the spores required to make the antivenom. It'll lead me straight to them.
Oh, Batman, you and your bat
Croc's
gadgets.
just an animal.
Now remember, he is laying down this explosive. This will play a part later.
I'll contact you when I'm done.
So just remember that. You got explosives laid down at the
Floating
exit.
platforms will support me.
You'll figure out why
But
soon
we'll
enough.
also send sound waves through the water, giving away my position to Croc.
So you can't run on these floating platforms, and Batman's explaining that to you right now. What you need to do is crouch walk through the whole system. To do that, you just hold right trigger, and every once in a while, this thing's going to happen where the Killer Croc either breaks away a few platforms or will chase you. When that happens, you just whip out your Batarang by holding left trigger, and then throw it at his collar, right here. So make sure you have it selected, and not anything else. There, he's done. Don't use the quick Batarang for these. I don't know if that works for sure. And now he's breaking away a few of the platforms, and I jumped the incorrect direction and almost get taken down. Now, after he does that, you can book it for a little bit and not have to worry about being spotted by anybody. And here's the first plant we're taking out. So I gather the spore here.
These spores don't contain enough of the antivenom mold. I'm going to need to find more.
So Batman continues his way along the platforms. Jumps over here, and we get the next spore. But not before he pops out of the water and tries to attack us. And I hit him with a Batarang. 'Cause that's how I roll. He pops back up here again and just hit him with a Batarang and be on my merry way. So as you can see, he pops up every once in a while. Just kind of look around every time he does it. Usually it's behind you. As long as you stay crouched, you're not going to lose this. Just remember to hold the right trigger the whole time and just pay attention to the meter. It's a pretty straightforward area of the game. You can actually use your line launcher if you know the direction you're going and get through stuff really quick. Now he's actually right behind that wall and busts through, so make sure you're ready with your Batarang as soon as he comes through there, and that's where our next spore is. And yeah, so if you see any of these walls that say danger, do not enter, that's where he's going to come from. And that's actually the direction we're supposed to go. Remember, a whole day to run, and now you get pretty much a big, long freebie of distance. I go the wrong way. I'm just supposed to go straight. And then right. Or no, left for the last one. I believe there's one more after this, or this could be the last one. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's one more after this, and then that's it. And I have enough to make the anti-venom. Pretty sure you're not going to be going left, so yeah. Now this one, he actually kind of surprises me because he jumps literally right in front of me, so I just hit him with a few batarangs and sent him back in the water. Freebie running section. And I pretty much take it until the meter starts beeping at me, telling me to slow down. There's a wall there on the left. I would not be surprised if he came through it. Or right in front of me again. That's 2 times he kind of startled me, so I throw a few extra batarangs at him. And that is it. We now have enough to make the anti-venom.
I've got enough spores. I need to get back to the Batcave and formulate the antidote.
Oh, I get it. You've activated a sonar beacon down there. Clever.
Oracle,
Yeah, so now all we have to do pretty much is
Croc?
leave.
He won't be a problem.
Right here, I suggest my explosive gel because remember we've laid that down at the beginning of the map. Well, you're going to need your detonator to get out of here alive. So just keep that in mind. I'm actually supposed to jump over here and you need to use your line launcher to get through. Continue crouching, making your way towards the exit. And here we go. I got a freebie. Distance. Run. Yeah, as you can see, even I get turned around a little bit. It's not that big of a deal because you just figure out which direction you're supposed to be going and head that way. And it's been a while since he attacked me, so I'm like, I'm just going to get my batarang ready because I have a feeling he's going to attack me soon. And there I really go for it in the sprint part just to get through as much as I can. Oh. Back off a little bit, let him crash through, and then take him out. Bust out your line launcher here again, and you can go pretty considerable distance this time. And now, for the rest of it, all you gotta do is run. He smashes all the boards all the way to the exit. As soon as you get to the exit, though, he falls in the water for a little bit, so you have time to take out your explosive gel detonator. So continuing to run away from Killer Croc, you run all the way to the exit, past the part where you laid the bat gel, which is right there, and then get your detonator out. And here he comes. Now, when do you want to detonate it? Not now, obviously. Batman actually says now when you want to detonate it. see a Killer Croc.